This is the number one reason why your Keurig or other K-Cup coffee maker is making weak, watery coffee. Right there. It's the upper puncture needle. This is the needle that when you close your Keurig, whichever model you have, punctures the top of your coffee maker, or punctures the top of your K-Cup. This needle right here goes through the foil top and into dry coffee grind. Sometimes coffee grind gets stuck inside that needle and kind of works its way up into the system. Usually it's just right there in the tip. If it gets clogged, then not enough water will get pumped through. Basically, the internal pump inside these Keurig machines force water up and through the needle. But if there is an obstruction in the way, making it hard for the water to go through, the pump isn't actually designed to force the obstruction out. It just kind of pushes against the obstruction and not enough water comes through. In some cases, depending on how the clog is, water will pump into the needle, it will get clogged, and then the water will come out and kind of seep out over the top of the cup and come down the edges. So only some of the coffee will exit the bottom. And when the water finally gets to the bottom into your cup, some of it will be well brewed and some of it won't. And in some cases, you'll just get half of a cup because not enough water can actually get through the needle. This is the number one most common way of fixing the problem. Literally taking a toothpick and shoving it in there. Now mine is not clogged right now, but as you can see, just poking it around in there. Let me focus in on it here. I can't even focus in on it. It's so close. Let me put it down. Look at that. Mine is not clogged, and there's still gunk that came off on the tip of my toothpick just by shoving it in to the needle. Should come back in here. Focus back in on the needle here. This is the Keurig Mini that I'm fiddling with right now, and the needle is kind of fancy on this one. You can kind of only get into it from a couple different sides. 3 different sides actually. But as you work your toothpick in there, you can pull out grime, old coffee grind that has stuck up in there. The longer it goes, the more builds up, and the more clogged your Keurig will get. The more clogged it gets, the weaker your coffee gets because it just doesn't perform optimally. And like I said, eventually coffee will not be able to get out of the needle, and lots of it, not all of it, but lots of it will leak out over the side of the coffee cup and go down the edges. You can see my coffee maker here. I've used quite a bit, and it is all dirty here on the inside. So obviously I need to clean this out, but this is a good illustration. If you don't clean it out a lot, clean out that needle very much, in here you're going to start seeing dried coffee that has leaked out and kind of spilled and splashed into this area here. Again, every single Keurig machine is going to be different, but if you're seeing old coffee that's dried up here, then you know not all of the water is going through the cup. It's leaking out of this needle before it gets into the cup, usually because of a clog. please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to show you more tutorials and more little demonstrations like this in your subscription feed. I hope this helped.